So our SmartBoard lesson today is on living things and non-living things. The first thing we need to ask ourselves is, how do we know if something is living or non-living? We all know that there's two different categories. There's non-living and living. So to sort those, we're going to go to this chart. Living things breathe, live forever, grow, and die. So up here you see the X's and the check marks, and we're going to drag those into what is correct. So living things do breathe, they do not live forever, they do grow, and unfortunately do die. And we can check our answers and see that we were correct. The next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to sort the items, and you can see here there's a spiral for living and non-living, and we're just going to simply drag and drop them into the spirals that they belong. So we know that grass is living, so we drop it there. A house is not living. A dog is living. A volcano is not living. And then move on to the tree, and we know that's living. The rock is not living. Neither is the cloud, but the fish is. And we also know that pigs are living. Soil is not. A car is definitely not living, and we all know that humans are living. We can see here that they are sorted for us, and we got them all correct. The next activity we're going to do is we're going to write on the board and say, are these things living or non-living? So we'll go up here and select the pen, and we'll do a pretty blue color. And so then, are plants living? And yes, they are. So we're just gonna write yes in this spot. Yes, plants are living. What about flowers? And we all know that they are as well living things. So we'll write yes on that line for living. We'll know that animals are also living, which includes a dog. And butterflies are next, and we know that they are an insect, and that they as well do live. And then, how silly is a car being on here? We know that those are definitely not living, so we will put a no. And then an igloo is also not living, because we know that those are just made of ice, which is water, which is also not living. So we can get on here in the corner once again. Oh, we have to change our pointer. And we can say check answers. And we can see that we got them all right. So next we're going to move on to a little map. And let's go back here. And we can see what I want us to do is go up here and grab another marker. And in blue, I want us to circle all the things that are living. So we can circle the duck, and we can circle the grass. And those are just two examples. There are many things on here that are living. Let's go back through, and so I want us to change colors to red, and I want to circle everything that is non-living. So two examples of non-living will be the airplane and the cloud. The cloud is not living as well. And then you guys know the routine. Click back into the mouse, check your answers, and then we can move on, and you guys can do that at a later time. The next thing we're going to do is fill in the blanks. So we're going to fill in the blank with the right word. This is also just a drag and drop exercise, so the pointer will work fine. So we say, most plants get energy from the what? And we know that that is sun. Most plants get their energy from the sun. Animals get blank by eating other living things. And we know that animals get energy by eating other living things. So now we can check our answers, and we are correct. And the last activity we're going to do together is, you can see that they're all mixed up. So we're going to first, what does it start with? Then, what eats that? And then the final upper part of the energy chain. So we all know that first comes sun and rain. And once you have sun and rain, we know that you get a little seedling. And what eats seedlings and plants? We know that mice do, and also rabbits. And then the only thing left is the fox, and we know that the fox is ahead of the energy chain for this little small one, and he eats the rabbit and the mice. The rabbit and the mice eat the plant, and the plant grows from the sun and the rain. And we can check our answers and see that you guys did a great job. And this is the end of our living and non-living things lesson.